Hey everybody, it's Chris from the Droning Company here with our new friend, Zac Kennedy. He is from SwoopAero. He is the Chief Regulatory Officer. First of all, very nice to meet you, Zac. Absolutely. So this drone is definitely an eye catcher. You walk through and you see it and you're like, first of all, the lights are on, which is an eye catcher immediately, but then the sheer size of it, it's bigger than a lot of the other drones here. So tell us a little bit about this. This is called the Kite.
Yes, called the Kite, sub 55-pound UAS, 10 pounds of payload to keep us below the regulatory threshold for most regulators, range of about 108 miles and is multi-role capable. So we do deliveries on the way there and we might do mapping on the way back to deliver the most number of services to a particular customer.
Okay, and you were talking a little bit earlier about medical supplies throughout Africa. Do you have actual use cases you can talk about with us today?
Yeah, definitely. So throughout places like Malawi, Mozambique, DR Congo and Namibia, we deliver vaccines, we take up samples, do any kind of things that help the community in the most impactful way.
Excellent. So sub 55 pounds, super important, makes it very easy to integrate into just about any solution that you're trying to provide. What's your outlook here, especially in the United States, with implementation of this type of platform?
Yeah, definitely. The FAA are taking great strides in things like the durability and reliability approach to make sure we can integrate into the airspace. And recently they're looking at ways that we can integrate quicker. America's a little bit behind in terms of integration to airspace, but catching up really quickly. So I think our 6 to 12 month outlook is starting up operations here as well.
Yeah, America, you are usually just maybe a step behind, but we catch up fast, and I'll take pride in that. Now, in terms of what this thing can do, its specs, flight time, everything like that, give us the rundown. What is this thing capable of?
Yeah, definitely. So we have about 108 miles of range, endurance of 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on payload. It's multi-role capable, so we do deliveries, we do mapping, monitoring, and surveillance. Sensor agnostic, so we have common power, common data, which means you can integrate really any sensor you like. So phase 1 is here today, and we integrate their RGB cameras. And we also do things like ship-to-shore delivery, so working in the Port of Singapore at the moment to deliver goods and services to the maritime ships, and also work with groups like the Royal Navy to do ship-to-ship delivery as well.
You know, I've talked to a few other people today that have talked about maritime operations. It's a huge challenge because you're working with a moving target. When you're landing on a boat, it is moving no matter if it's anchored or not. How do you address those challenges? What technology do you have that's sort of overcome those?
Yeah, definitely. The way we operate normally is to have a QR code on the ground. So we might say there's a ship in bunkering X. The aircraft flies to that bunkering and then looks for the QR code. We also use things like electronic beacons, so using someone's mobile phone and homing in on that particular signal. It's then about understanding if the aircraft is moving, so they use AIS, which is like ADS-B for boats, understanding where that signal is, what orientation the boat is in, and the safest places to land, be it a helipad, a winch point, or the like.
Okay, that's excellent. Very cool. Now, if people want to learn more about the Kite, about SwoopAero, where can they go? Website, social media?
Yeah, definitely. So we're swoop.aero on our website, and you'll also find us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and all the normal places.
Excellent. Well, hey, I really appreciate your time today. It was great meeting you. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.